It's important when you hire the largest injury law firm in the world that you're treated in a very personal and attentive way and with respect. That's why every client doesn't get just one lawyer, you get your own team, so you're never lost in the shuffle. And listen to this, you also get our dedicated client satisfaction department 24/7. If you have any concerns about your case, our guarantee is you'll hear back before the day is over. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Auto accidents happen to all of us, and it can be a very stressful time. Let Renfro's Collision make the repair process easier for you. They have the training and equipment to repair your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. You have the right to choose your repair facility, so why not choose the one who works for you and not the insurance company? Your family safety is our #1 concern. Renfro's Collision, 22 years of excellent service, and that's not by accident.
Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Real Estate, and I buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 859-888-1100. I can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me today at 859-888-1100. That's 859-888-1100.
Judge Jerry, weekdays at 2 on the CW Lexington.
Good evening, I'm Sam Dick. This is the Breakdown on the CW Lexington. Welcome. We continue tracking this week's ice storm and the damage it's left behind. We'll take a live look at road conditions as well in Lexington in just a couple of minutes. But first, Mr. Chris Bailey, who is going on about an hour of sleep, joins us now.
Give or take.
We're at the end of at least this part of it, right?
We are, Sam. Southeastern Kentucky, still with a little bit of some frozen stuff, a little sleet, a little freezing rain, icing going on down there. The majority of the region now, we're just looking out and seeing everything glistening. The ice is there. The winds are a problem, though, this evening. I'll show you why in just a moment. Take a look at the ice still on those cams, those traffic cams. Look at that. That is Avenue of Champions. I mean, as icy as you can get. And 24, and the wind is out of the northeast at 16 miles an hour. So that gusty northeast wind is making it feel like it's 11 degrees with single digits from time to time. But the concern is with that wind blowing the trees around a little bit, tree branches that are already caked in ice and stressed because of the weight of the ice that they have been shouldering for 24 hours now in some cases. Ice storm warning continues southeastern Kentucky, where that band of precipitation is still going on. We've got a touch of some sleet, freezing rain, and snow. This is south of the Mountain Parkway. This is south of Berea, now getting south of Mount Vernon, Somerset. It's on top of London. It is over into the 80 corridor, Hal Rogers Parkway, and you're dealing with up and down US 23 coming out of Johnson County into Floyd County and into Pike County with some of the icy conditions. And just getting a taste of that ice here along the Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia border counties. Remember, we were calling that area out that you weren't going to get nearly as much because your temperature was never going to drop as quickly. Northern Kentucky, there's a period of some snow trying to move back in toward Cincinnati and Kings Island. One more area of low pressure to go through on Saturday. And Sam, there's a storm that is out in the Pacific that is going to bring another winter storm to Kentucky starting Sunday night into Monday and Tuesday. We'll come back in a few minutes to talk about another threat for freezing rain, sleet, and snow.
I just heard a whole bunch of viewers go, please, no, not again.
Yeah, and I'm one of them, you know.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
You bet.
This ice storm has created dangerous conditions, of course. The governor declared a state of emergency. That declaration basically frees up money to help with the state's response. That response includes state, county, and city road workers trying their best out there to keep the roads clear. The ice storm has also knocked out power for thousands and thousands of people. Our Shelby Smithson is live in Lexington tonight, where the lights have been out since early this morning for some people. Shelby?
Well, we are at the corner of Belfonte and Jesselyn Drives. It's a neighborhood right off of Tate's Creek that's been dealing with power outages since early this morning. You can see behind me, crews are still out here working on power lines. But if you'll take a look at this video, it's from earlier today, right around 3 o'clock. So these crews have been out here working for hours trying to get electricity restored. Now, we've noticed there are some houses in this area that do have lights on. They do have their electricity back on, but a couple I met as they were walking their dog is not as lucky. They told me their power has been out since about 4 this morning.
We have a gas stove, so we've been able to kind of heat up some water and kind of drink tea, drink soup. But really, other than that, I mean, it's been pretty difficult. I've done everything from my phone today. We have a couple portable chargers and stuff like that, so we've been just trying to make do with that.
Now, they also told me they're not sure when their power is supposed to be back on. And when you take a look at the Kentucky Utilities power outage map, it says just under 200 customers in this neighborhood are still without electricity, and there's still no estimated time of restoration. Live in Lexington, Shelby Sisson, WKYT.
Shelby, thank you. This ice storm also led to power outages in Boyle County today. At one point, 600 customers were without power. This storm wasn't as bad as the ones in 2003 and 2009, but for the people affected, it still brings back some memories.
Yeah, it definitely brings back memories. I remember back in 2009, we was one of the last people to get our power back on the Boyle County and Lincoln County line. So, yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't come down to that now.
Right now, Inter-County Energy is reporting about 350 outages in Boyle County. KU is reporting about 80 customers without power in Boyle County. Daniel Lowry with Kentucky Utilities joins us now live. Daniel, welcome.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate your having me on the show.
Yes. Bring us up to date. Where do we stand right now in terms of power outages? The governor, I think, in his briefing around 4 mentioned, I think, 57,000.
Well, for Kentucky Utilities, our crews have been very busy. We had about 30,000 customers today and overnight without power, and we've got that number down now to about 1,900 statewide.
How about in Lexington?
Fayette County, Lexington area, it is about 1,000 customers right now, and so we are hoping that we have the bulk of all of our customers back and restored by tomorrow night, by midnight. And so that's where we're looking right now. And we may have a few stragglers into Saturday morning, but hopefully by tomorrow at midnight, we'll have everyone back up.
Daniel, I don't know if you heard Chris's forecast, but he's talking about another winter storm coming in the next few days. That must concern you.
Yes, it is. It is very concerning, and we continue to monitor the forecast. We have folks that are in contact with the weather experts like Chris, and so we appreciate that. And it's very difficult for our crews out there working in these types of conditions, dealing with the ice, the slippery conditions, and then you get more wind and snow on top of that. So let's hope that we have limited bad weather on the way.
Yeah, we feel for the crews out there. I know they're working hard. What can folks do to help if you're working on their lines, on their street?
Well, the number one thing, I guess, is just to please be patient with us. We're doing as much as we can, as quickly as we can, but we're also being as safe as we can. And I would also urge folks to really be careful about any downed lines that they see, not only to just naturally assume that those are energized, but also you have to be very cautious about the limbs that could be in contact with those lines and the trees, which could be energized too. So you don't want to touch those limbs or those trees if there are power lines and connecting to them. So just a word of caution for all of our customers out there.
At what point do you decide to bring in help? Or are you at that point now, or is that down the road perhaps?
Well, we have activated extra resources and our business partners that we have and other contractors, so we have already done that. And so we have had some extra help, especially down in in the other parts of the state. We, as Kentucky Utilities, we serve 77 counties in Kentucky, and statewide, we have more than 1 million customers. And so, yes, we've had a lot of crews that have been busy, hundreds of folks working today, and we appreciate always the help that we get from our business partners.
Well, best of luck to all your crews out there. We know they're working hard under some tough conditions. Daniel Lowry, who, by the way, is a former WKYT producer who I had a pleasure of working with and now is with Kentucky Utilities. We appreciate your time, Daniel.
Thank you, Sam.
Take care. And let's take a look at tonight's poll. We're asking if you have lost power during this ice storm. And right now, 11% of you say you have, but it's back on. 4% of you say you still have power out. And 85% of you say you did not lose power. You can vote right now on WKYT.com and let us know your situation and inside the WKYT News app. Okay, we had a pretty startling reminder during our noon newscast today about how dangerous this ice can be even after the rain stops falling. WKYT's Chelsea Jones was reporting live on a home that is now condemned after a falling tree fell on it. Then across the street, another large limb fell. Here's a look at her report from our news at noon.
One really big tree fell on top of this home near MLK and 6th Street. No one is inside right now, but a family does live here. Oh, goodness. We are seeing another tree nearby falling on top of this home. It just happened right across the street.
So there you go. And Chelsea joins us now live. Chelsea, did you hear it before you saw it as it started to break?
We did hear it. I'm not sure if it picked up on camera, but as right when I went live, we heard this like a cracking sound, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm not sure what that is." But our photographer Darnell Crenshaw just swung the camera over. He caught a falling branch, and I looked over and saw what was happening, and just went with the flow.
In your coverage today, was there anything that stood out to you that you said, "Wow, that's really great to see," or tough to see?
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of people out and about, but we did see some. I know kind of the guy that lived next door to that home where the branch fell, he kind of came outside, and I hope that my next door neighbor is doing fine. And he was, kind of out and about, making sure all of his other neighbors were doing well. So I was just happy to just see that community support at such a time like this. And the tree that we're showing right now, that's a big tree. I can only imagine what it looked like in person, the first one that came down on that house that's condemned now. Yeah, it was really big. We couldn't even see the whole tree. So, you can imagine the damage it did. We looked at the top of the roof, and it was just like a big hole. So I'm not even sure what the inside looked like. Well, Chelsea, thank you, and good job on the live shot. I'm not so sure I would have been so kind with the words I used live, but you handled it just right, and it was family language. So thank you very much. That was a surprise on your part that made it interesting. Thank you, Chelsea. Well, thank you. Have a good evening. You too. Up next on the breakdown, a program from the Fayette County Sheriff's Office is helping people during this ice storm. We'll talk live with Sheriff Kathy Whipp.
Furniture World Superstore celebrates their 50th year with a President's Day sale like no other. Low holiday prices on Kentucky's biggest and best furniture and mattress selection. Beautiful looks for every room. Unmistakable style. All at historic savings. Plus, enjoy no interest for up to 48 months. It's a President's Day sale not to be missed. Going on now at Furniture World Superstore. Celebrating 50 years in Kentucky.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
I called Comfort Master because my AC was not working. The technician came out, and what I loved about it is he explained everything in detail, what he was doing and what part needed to be replaced. I would definitely use Comfort Master again. I would tell people that Comfort Master is honest, reliable. They show up when they say they're going to be there. The technician, again, was amazing, and that's what makes me comfortable.
Do you suffer from knee pain? Ever been diagnosed with osteoarthritis? Or worried about the risks involved with knee surgery?
It hurt all the time, like the nerves were rubbing against each other.
I was at the point of either replace my knees because I'm tired of this pain.
Get the relief you need without surgery. We're Arthritis Knee Pain Centers, the premier leaders in non-surgical knee pain treatments. Instead of surgically replacing your knees, our state-of-the-art procedures replenish the depleted natural cushioning in your joints with an FDA-approved shock-absorbing gel, without surgery and without downtime.
After the first injection, I knew it was going to work.
We've successfully treated thousands of patients. Medicare and most private insurance cover this procedure.
Full motion, no pain, walking, everything just back normal like it used to be.
Call 1-833-509-5596 for a free no-obligation knee pain assessment or go to arthritiskneepain.com. Call 1-833-509-5596 now.
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and you may not know this about me, but years ago, I was diagnosed with a sleep disorder. And like millions of others, I was prescribed sleep equipment. Did you know sleep equipment manufacturers recommend daily cleaning? That's why I use SoClean 2. It's the perfect complement to my daily routine, and it's hassle-free. Try SoClean 2 risk-free for 30 nights and get $100 off. Call the number on your screen or go to SoClean2.com. Call now.
Get the first alert with the WKYT First Alert weather app.
The Fayette County Sheriff's Office's Winter Care Plan is now active. Deputies are offering transportation to and from medical appointments. They can also help healthcare employees get to work. And deputies will be delivering medications, giving out coats and blankets, and performing welfare checks. Fayette County Sheriff Kathy Witt joins us now. Sheriff, what a service this is, because for some people this is, I don't want to say life and death, but it's a big part of making sure that they're safe, isn't it?
All right, we'll get back. Yeah, we'll get back to that interview here in just a moment. Let me step in here and see if we can do a little weather for you guys. Here, we're going to do it anyway, right? Right, we're going to do it after that. I just need a little more practice. I hadn't had enough over the past couple of days. Take a look at what's going on right now, Sam. We'll take you to the campus of Morehead State University, where not only did we have freezing rain and sleet, we had some snow showing up as well. And roads, obviously, the main roads are in good shape. I still love this picture. There's live camera view from Avenue of Champions. It's the one that you've got 4 different views from the camera here. Now, it's all from the same streets, mind you, but it's giving you different points of the intersection. And all 4 of those cameras are just completely iced over. 24 current temperature, winds out of the north-northeast and gusty at 16, so it feels like 11. That gusty wind is a cause for concern because the trees are just absolutely weighed down by the ice. We've got the power lines that are weighed down too. 11. Lexington 9 is the current wind chill into Covington. Still an ice storm warning into southeastern Kentucky. That'll go for a few more hours, where we still have some freezing rain. I mean, this stuff just keeps on coming at southeastern Kentucky. South of the Mountain Parkway, we're okay. South of the Mount Vernon to Liberty line, we're okay. Then you get along the Hal Rogers Parkway, things start to go downhill and across the Big Sandy Valley and into sections of Knox County, northern Bell County, Harlan County, getting in on some of that stuff as we speak. There's also a little band of some light snow that is taking aim at the Covington-Cincinnati area. The flow continues to be loaded with juice. Forecast breakdown tomorrow. I don't see a whole lot of melting taking place tomorrow because I don't see a whole lot of sun. We need a full day of sunshine to do that. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we keep the clouds, a little touch of drizzle. Light snow and a light mix of freezing rain and snow possible on Saturday, especially late day into the evening. Temperatures are right around freezing, a little milder in the east. If we can say 34 is milder. Then on Sunday, we're dry and it's cold. Then a winter storm moves back in Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday. Hour-by-hour forecast tonight, tomorrow morning. Boy, we're down into the teens into north central Kentucky. So folks who are without power, this is a toughie. Through tomorrow, again, I don't think we can get to freezing in Lexington and surrounding areas, Interstate 64 north. Tomorrow night, it's cold again. Now, here comes that system on Saturday. It will have a touch of some frozen stuff with it. That'll set the stage for this system Sunday night, Monday, and Tuesday. This is a storm that is going to likely roll its way up the spine of the Appalachian Mountains or just east. A track like that with Arctic air in place has a better snow signature than the one we just had. The one we just had more of a freezing rain signature. Now, I say that, but at the same point, we're going to see some areas with freezing rain and sleet out of this. Odds favor eastern Kentucky this go-around, where they're still dealing with some extensive issues in the northeastern Kentucky. We still may have a lot of real estate, a lot of folks that are without power now. You may not have it back by the time this next storm hits Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday. So again, that is a system we're going to have to keep a very, very close eye on. Here comes one of the computer models with that system that will make its way on in. And Sam, there is another one coming in behind that by the time we get into Wednesday night and Thursday of next week. The worst, I'm afraid, is yet to come.
All right. Thank you, Chris. All right. Take two as a charm, Sheriff. Sheriff Kathy Witt joins us. Glad to have you back. Sheriff, we're talking about your winter care plan, and I was saying how impressed I am by the things you can do for people that are so important, especially when it's this cold and nasty out.
I appreciate that. We have a really good team here at the Office of Sheriff, and back in 2003, we saw a need that we felt we could meet with that horrendous ice storm we had back then. And it sounds like Chris is getting us ready for another big storm coming up through the weekend and next week. So we'll be here. We're prepared. If folks need to go to doctor appointments, dialysis, chemo appointments, healthcare workers need to get to work because, Sam, surgeries don't get a snow day. Cancer doesn't take a snow day, and people have needs that we want to help them meet.
Well, for people who might be just a little shy or nervous about asking for help like this, what do you say to them?
Don't be. We're your sheriff's office. We're here to serve you. Give us a call at 252-1771. This is why we're here. To make your life better and to get you where you need to go, to make sure you're safe and healthy and warm right now. So if you're without power, and we had several calls like that today from family members who were worried about their parents who were living alone here in Lexington and they were living out of town. We actually transported several senior citizens today who had lost power in their homes, and they were able to go to other relatives' homes. So if you have a need, we want to help you meet it.
We're showing some footage right now, and this is from 2016, so that's why people are not wearing masks. I want to point that out. This is like 4 years old, but still it's showing you and some really, your folks helping people out. So you're really trying to help some vulnerable people out there who really need a helping hand, aren't you?
Absolutely. Our road crews have done a great job, but we want to help them in that endeavor as well by asking people to stay off the roads. But if they need prescription medications picked up, we're glad to do that. And we've done that as well today. And so those calls started coming in really early this morning, around 4:30. And I'm still here at the office, and the calls are still coming. And so we're ready to help ensure that people stay safe.
We're going to show the phone number people can call, but it's important, I understand, that they not call 911 for this kind of help. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. We're not connected to 911 for starters, but please call the sheriff's office at 252-1771 if you have a transportation issue or need medications picked up. If you need us to check on someone, use our number at 252-1771.
All right, I'm not trying to date you here, but both of us were in Lexington. I believe you were sheriff and I was a news anchor, still am, and you're still sheriff, in 2003 when we had a really, really devastating ice storm. Do you recall how that was? I mean, that was several days of really intense power loss and ice.
I recall it very well. We were going door to door trying to convince people to leave their homes. Back then, we didn't have a really good system to help house animals and pets. And so that was a barrier for some people. They didn't want to leave their home because there was nowhere for their pet to go. And so as time has gone on, we've improved upon that here as a community. And for days, so many of our citizens didn't have power. And so shelters opened up all across town. Friends and family took in others. I know my parents came and stayed with us for several days. And so we got through that one. And I know that anything that lies ahead will also make it through.
We have a little less than a minute left. This must give your folks who are out there in the streets and helping people a real sense of satisfaction or appreciation that they can do this.
it's rewarding to them. Everyone is so gracious and thanks them several times over for just them doing their job. And we really don't need to be thanked for that because we are here to serve our community. It's a partnership, and it's one way that we can help during a weather storm and a weather crisis.
Sheriff Kathy Witt talking about the Winter Care Program. Again, that number on your screen, 859-252-1771. Don't be shy about asking for some help, for some medication or getting to a doctor's appointment. The sheriff's folks will be there to help you. Sheriff, thank you very much for your time tonight.
Thank you so much.
When we come back, one Kentucky team had visions of a championship. Dave Baker, live with the Sports Buzz next.
We can't wait any longer. The President's Day sale is going on now at PRAD. Save up to 50% off with up to 5 years interest-free. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic power adjustable sets, plus get a free bed in the bag. Get a king for the price of a queen or queen for full. Beauty Rest plush pillow top. Don't pay $29.99, $10.99. Serta buyout. Don't pay $9.99 for this memory foam queen set. Just $4.99 plus a free power base upgrade.
Nobody beats PRAD. Hi, I'm Greg Bubalo, and this is Becker Law Rules. Rule number 2, beware of strangers. If you've been in an accident and a stranger immediately contacts you to get your case or send you to a clinic, watch out. They may be breaking the law. These strangers may even go into your hospital room uninvited. They solicit you to get insurance money for themselves. Don't hire them, report them. Because when you're wrongly injured, you deserve honest answers. Better call Becker, just dial 3s.
Here at Hub Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. We're constantly saving our customers hundreds of dollars. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hub Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
Whoa. The Kentucky Lottery's Cash Pop Daily Draw Game. Choose your numbers 1 to 15. One number wins it every 4 minutes. Play Cash Pop. Maybe your lucky number will win you some scratch.
You live here, you work here, and yes, you get into accidents here. Queener Law is here to help you. Get that big city attorney right here in Central Kentucky. Queener Law is here for you, and nothing is owed unless you get paid. We only handle car accident cases, so we know exactly what is needed to help you get back on track. Small town office, big city experience. Queener Law.
While it's difficult to think about the death of a loved one, the caring people at the Lexington Cemetery make it easier. After all these years, they still offer many spaces for traditional ground burial, as well as mausoleum burial. And the Lexington Cemetery has operated its own on-site crematory since 1977. Lexington Cemetery offers many memorialization options, like the scattering garden and niches, and the memorial arbor for remembering those whose remains are elsewhere. Choose the beauty and dignity of the Lexington Cemetery and Crematory.
Oh, they were so close, Dave.
I know, Sam. It's just been the kind of story. And I mean, again, you say something like this, you're being Mr. Pollyanna, but maybe it got him close enough to ignite a run at the end of the season. And then who knows? But the effort and execution, no doubt better. But the end result was the same as the Cats lost for the 13th time this season earlier this week. And the tweaking is underway to turn things around for when they take the court again Saturday against Auburn. Now, unlike previous games, the last 4 minutes wasn't the issue. The Cats took a 1-point lead with 14 seconds left. And Cal said his guys finally played as a team.
We're looking for singles and bunts. I don't need home runs. We're not capable of hitting home runs. So let's not. Let's just do all the bunts and great screens and execution and everybody do their thing together. Like I said after the game, hard for me to be mad. I wanted to win the game. I'll look at the stuff down the stretch to see how I feel. But the reality of it is the team fought and they executed and they threw daggers today. Finally, guys threw daggers.
They'll take on Arkansas, they'll take on Auburn. Auburn will be the opponent. That will be Saturday afternoon at 1:00. Special pregame coverage right here on WKYT, and you can see the game on WKYT. Okay, so speaking of singles and bunts and home runs, the Kentucky softball team opens the season tomorrow at Sanford. Rachel Lawson entering her 14th season, and her Wildcats are looking to return for the World Series in OKC for the first time since 2014. With stars like Mallory Payton and Kayla Kowalik in the box, Kentucky has a good shot to make that happen.
That's why you pick Kentucky. You don't come to Kentucky if you don't want to be in the World Series, if you don't want to put in the time and the effort and the work to winning an SEC championship, to going to the World Series. And so you have to be able to say it, and you have, in order to do it, and you have to believe that you can get there. And that's the thing that continues to push our team.
Boy, not only has she got great talent, Sam, but Rachel Lawson, absolutely one of the top coaches in the country in softball. They open up tomorrow afternoon down at Samford in Birmingham. We'll tell you about that as well as get you set for the Cats and the Tigers tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night. Be safe.
You too, Dave. Be safe.
All right, thanks.
Roads still very slick in many areas. We'll take a look at what travel conditions are like here in Lexington as well as in eastern Kentucky.
Do you suffer with knee pain due to arthritis? Do you have Medicare or private insurance? Then the Arthritis and Knee Pain Center of Lexington has great news for you.
We're specialists in the treatment of knee and joint pain with state-of-the-art, non-surgical treatments designed to replace the cushioning in your joints.
It hurt real bad walking around and trying to do things.
But after you get it, you feel a little bit more confident and you don't have the pain.
These aren't traditional joint injections. They are precisely targeted, FDA-approved treatments that place a pain-relieving, lubricating gel directly into the joint, providing comfort, pain relief, and improved joint mobility. Even better, Medicare and most major private insurance cover this procedure.
It's enabled me to go years without knee replacement.
Call now to schedule your risk-free screening. There's no obligation. Get the pain relief you deserve now.
Call 1-833-278-1574 or visit arthritis-kneepain.com.
This is not breakfast. It's a sad, lukewarm compromise wrapped in disappointment. Now this is breakfast, the DQ Real Breakfast, with warm, fluffy biscuits baked daily, covered in thick country-style gravy, and served with 2 Purnell sausage patties hot off the griddle, instead of whatever this is. And right now, you can get all this for less than $4. Now this is breakfast. DQ. Happy tastes good.
We have been serving the home remodeling industry in Lexington, Owensboro, and Central Kentucky for over 15 years. Thanks to you, it is your business that allows us this great honor of stewardship. We are an award-winning design-build home remodeling company. Our services include kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, decks, porches, whole house remodeling, and much more. Thanks again for this opportunity to introduce you, your family, and the community to J&R Construction.
We're taking trucks to places they've never been before by setting a new standard of quality, redefining luxury, taking safety to new heights, earning award-winning driver appeal, and by doing what's never been done before.
During the Ram President's Day event, get 0% financing for 72 months. Or well-qualified returning lessees can lease the 2021 Ram 1500 for $329 a month.
Countdown to game time every Friday at 3 on Facebook Live.
It's 7:31. Thanks for staying with us for the second half hour. We'll take a look at the road conditions here in Lexington and in eastern Kentucky in a few minutes. But first, let's head over to Chris, who, by the way, he has his coat on and does not in his shirt sleeves rolled up, which is good news if you know how he is when it hits bad weather.
It's always a good sign. But you know what? It's a little cold in the studio, too, to roll the sleeves up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I need a little coat like this.
I can tell you're more relaxed.
But it is more relaxing tonight. Yes, I don't have the immediacy of that ice storm that was upon us at this point last night. Take a look, though, at the end result, Sam. This is Man of War. And that's the view, different points of Man of War looking like this. We got 4 different cams. Those are glazed over. This is at Maple Leaf on Man of War. And if you look here, the one cam where you can actually see the road, because it doesn't have the complete glaze, it's just got icicles hanging from it, you can still see where we've got some sleet and ice covering the road. So use caution. It's 24. We're well below freezing. We didn't get out of the 20s today. Gusty winds make it feel like 11 right now. Most temperatures are way below freezing, so if we did have a little melting, courtesy of friction from the tires or some salt crews that were out early this morning, melted some of that away, well, guess what? That's refreezing again. 9 is the wind chill, by the way, into Covington. Winter storm warning, southeastern Kentucky. Sam, that is the area still dealing with some freezing rain, but I've got the next winter storm just ahead. We'll talk about it.
All right. Thank you, Chris. The below freezing weather is leading to slick roads, of course, in many areas. Let's take a look. This is the LFUCG camera on New Circle and Alumni. Chris has been showing you cameras since last night where the icicles just kept getting bigger and bigger and longer and longer. And as you can see right there, they are right there in the camera hanging on, the icicles. People still being encouraged to stay off the roads if at all possible. Work continues. Let's head over to Rowan County to keep roads clear there. This is earlier today, obviously. Crews managed to clear away much of the slush that was on the roads by this afternoon. But drivers still need to be careful. This is the exit right off of I-64 going into Moorhead. Refreezing, very big possibility. So if it gets cold enough, the salt is not effective, and that's when it can get really dicey out on those roads tonight. State highway crews are still pulling 12-hour shifts to help clear the roads, and workers from the Department of Forestry are even working to help clear branches using chainsaws and other equipment, trying to clear that debris from the roads. Today, Governor Beshear announced the locations of more than 150 vaccination sites in the state. As those vaccination options expand, we're here to try and answer some of your questions. Here's a question. How long after the first shot, the first dose, does it take to be effective? Well, according to the CDC, you need 2 shots in order for them to work. It takes time for your body to build protection after any vaccination. Another question. I'm in phase 1C and scheduled a vaccination appointment at the Kentucky Horse Park. When I go for that shot, can they refuse to give it to me? It's a good question. Well, as long as you meet the new residency requirements, you're from Kentucky, you live in Kentucky, and you're in phase 1C, your appointment should be honored. Priority, though, is being given to people 70 years and older, but people in phase 1C, that's 60 years and older, may get the shot now to ensure that the state uses the vaccines as quickly as possible. Here's another question. Did the sites that canceled appointments because of this bad weather have to dispose of unused vaccine? Answer is no. The vaccine needed for today didn't need to be thawed for use, and there's your answer. Another question. I have an adult child who is deaf, blind, and hasn't been able to schedule an appointment. Tactile signers are a small group of people, but shouldn't they be in the high-risk group? The answer, the state says it understands that everyone's desire to get a vaccine is out there. It used CDC guidance about which high-risk health conditions should receive the vaccinations first. There's your answer. You can email KYCOVID-19 at, it's Kentucky COVID-19 at ky.gov to voice your concerns. Also, for more information, go to our vaccine team page on WKYT.com. To go there, open your smartphone's camera and aim it right here at the QR code. There it is. The link to the vaccine team page should pop up when you do that. You can also email your questions to vaccineteam@WKYT.com. Let's take a look at tonight's COVID-19 numbers. The governor gave these a little after 4 o'clock today. He announced close to 1,900 new cases today. That's a low number. There were 36, though, new reported deaths. Not a good number. More than 4,200 Kentuckians have now died of COVID-19. But the number of people on a ventilator, in intensive care, and also in the hospital are either stable or down. And the positivity rate continues to go down and down. It's sitting right now at about 7%. That's about the lowest it's been in over a month. Kentucky has administered close to 500,000 doses of the vaccine, and around 90% of the available vaccine supply has now been used. More than 11% of Kentuckians have received at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. School districts continue returning to class. We'll talk live with the superintendent of the Paris Independent School System. They are using a hybrid model to get kids back in the classroom.
Furniture World Superstore celebrates their 50th year with a President's Day sale like no other. Low holiday prices on Kentucky's biggest and best furniture and mattress selection. Beautiful looks for every room. Unmistakable style. All at historic savings. Plus, enjoy no interest for up to 48 months. It's a President's Day sale not to be missed. Going on now at Furniture World Superstore. Celebrating 50 years in Kentucky.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
There are many types of distracted driving, but the end result is often the same. A car wreck with serious injuries.
When you or a loved one is injured in a car wreck, call Becker Law. Time's not on your side. The law places limits on your right to file a lawsuit.
When you're wrongly injured, you need real lawyers with serious experience who will fight for you.
When you're injured in a car wreck, call Becker Law. Just dial 3s.
At Window World, we offer a wide variety of windows to fit any style.
We offer entry doors, patio doors, and siding.
We are America's exterior remodeler and ready to transform your house into your dream home with our full line of products.
Our products have proudly earned the Good Housekeeping seal.
Superior products professionally installed at a guaranteed low price.
Call to schedule your free in-home estimate today. Not only do we stand behind our windows, we stand on them.
Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Real Estate, and I buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 859-888-1100. I can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me today at 859-888-1100. That's 859-888-1100.
How does your home score? Get a 5-star house with distinctive design remodeling. Not only will you get a team that follows the current health and safety guidelines, but you get the quality outdoor or finished space that you've always dreamed of. And save time by getting your design and pricing of your project all in one appointment. Bring your home's rating up and see what you say about your distinctive design. Distinctive Design Remodeling.
Protection Court, a full hour weekdays at 9 on the CW Lexington.
As new cases of COVID-19 continue to drop here in Kentucky and more Kentucky teachers get fully vaccinated, the possibility of fully reopening Kentucky schools is more and more a reality. But Governor Beshear says we can't take a one-size-fits-all approach for every school district. Well, here's an example. Students in the Paris Independent School District returned to an in-person hybrid model early last month. And as Amber Philpott tells us, they hope to be back to 5-day weeks very soon.
We got 2 + 8.
Students are learning again inside Paris Elementary. There are the traditional subjects, but then there have been the countless lessons in changing and adapting during a pandemic.
We've done a variety of different models throughout the year. Of course, we started virtually like almost everyone else. We went to 60% that we had in person for a few weeks. Then we went to over 80% in person for a few weeks. And then
Superintendent Stephen McCauley is charged with overseeing the small district, just shy of about 800 students in pre-K to 12th grade. The decision to return to in-person learning wasn't taken lightly.
The mental health of our students and our staff is crucial, and that's what we see when we're able to bring our kids back in the building, how much of an impact them seeing their teachers that they miss and love, their friends, even from a distance.
Students like 7-year-old Haley Adams.
I'm happy that I get to see the other teachers, and I'm happy that I get to see my principal.
She and her classmates now learning to do school a little different these days.
Children are always more adaptive than adults. They are disposition-wise, they are ready to do whatever we ask them to do when they come.
Everywhere you turn, there is a reminder that a pandemic is still very much a part of the school day. With students and teachers masked up at all times and spread out, it means doing traditional classwork a little different. Learning, no matter how it looks, is the end game.
We feel very much a pressure to figure out how to help these kids in a time when it's very different than normal.
Bringing students back means thinking outside the box when it comes to combating COVID-19. Every available space is utilized to spread students out. The gym serves now as an extension of the cafeteria. Behind the scenes, sanitizing is always happening. The district hiring a COVID specialist to help.
They do some things on the bus in the morning to make sure the buses are sanitized and the temperatures are taken before the kids get here. Then they come here to the building and they wipe down handles and doors that we have high traffic areas of.
It's an added measure with an added price tag.
The cost has been significant. We've used federal dollars to help offset some of that, and then also just dollars in-house, and everyone's just doing a little extra.
The district has asked for and been approved more money to hire additional personnel that will help with social distancing once students return full-time, which Macaulay says could be soon.
February 19th, our staff is getting their second round of the vaccine. So on February 22nd, our targeted start date for 5 days a week of instruction will begin then.
In the meantime, the focus on education remains no matter the schedule. High school seniors are still taking college-level classes. And after-school programs giving students a creative outlet are still happening.
Education's never going to look the same again. There are going to be lots of opportunities for kids that weren't there before, and teachers have lots of tools that they didn't have before.
The Paris Independent School District is not alone in the challenges it faces, but perhaps in the end, everyone here is learning together.
And I think it's something that we'll build upon and then look back on as, wow, that was really hard, but we really stepped up and did what's best for kids.
Leaders with the district are hoping to return to full in-person learning on February 22nd. And Superintendent Macaulay joins us now. Welcome. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, Sam.
Stephen, I'm curious, do you think it was easier to return to the classroom with the hybrid model because you're a smaller school district?
I would say we do have some benefits. All of the changes we've made throughout the year have probably been a little bit easier with our size, our adaptability. So our class sizes are typically smaller than some you might find in other districts. So there's definitely a benefit there.
You surveyed teachers during this whole process that we've been in with the pandemic to get their input on things. And I understand it also included the mental aspects of what they're dealing with. Can you give us a little bit of an idea of what you heard from your teachers on that part of it?
Yeah, well, I can't say enough about what our staff, and not just our teachers, but all of our staff have done to step up during this extremely challenging time. No one could have imagined that what this would look like, and no one really could have imagined it would have drug out this long. So I'm extremely proud of our staff. We also try to have a very good and listening ear to our staff, and we do that through our principals as well as regular communication, to make sure that they can voice concerns and that we listen to those and try to take all those things into consideration. So it's a balance between, we know everyone in our district, every employee in our district wants kids back in the building 5 days a week. It's just a matter of when can we do that safely and how can we do that safely.
What do you think needs to happen? We're looking at some footage of the kids in your school now. What needs to happen to make that happen full time, do you think?
Well, we've already made several adjustments. I think you mentioned in the segment some of the additional positions we've created, and just recently our board approved the creation of a few new teachers and instructional assistants that will allow us to spread our rooms out even more and spread our classes out even more to make sure we're following the Healthy at School guidelines while coming back 5 days a week in person.
One principal said that education will never look the same. Do you agree with that? And if so, what kind of permanent changes do you think there will be because of what we've been through the last 11 months?
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, I think once we come out of this, we're going to see a ton of benefit. Like I said, the skill set that our staff have, our students have, is just phenomenal. I have a third grade daughter in the district, and to think that, a year ago she would be able to maneuver and manage a Zoom or a Google Meet better than I could. She's just, the kids are very, very quick to pick up on all that. So the technological skills are phenomenal. Resiliency is going to be huge here. And then just creativity. I mean, it allows us to reach out, and if a student has a sick day or whatever they might have in the future, they're able to plug into class potentially and stay up to speed with what's going on. So while there have been challenges and struggles throughout this, it's been huge to see when we come out of this. I think we're going to come out of this so much stronger.
You know, certainly in the first few months, there was so much unknown, and I think that was really a big part of the stress for all of us, not just educators and teachers, but all of us. Now that it seems like we have kind of a light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccine, do you feel that lifting off? Do you feel like some of that burden has been lifted off your teachers' shoulders and your shoulders and people who make education fun for these kids?
Yeah, well, while the burden has been heavy for all of our staff that we've taken on, we've got an extremely supportive board that from day one throughout this process has just supported every single initiative that our team has brought to them. So it's phenomenal that we have a board that says, hey, it's a tough time. We need to have a meeting and approve this. And every single initiative over the past 11 months that the board has stepped up to support that, I believe unanimously everything. So it's great to have a board full of alumni that understand the importance of having kids in school and understand that they need to provide this. They need to help us provide the supports for our staff so that we can do this safely. So I can't say enough about our board.
School Superintendent Stephen McCauley from Paris, thank you for joining us tonight, and best of luck as we wrap up hopefully a better year than the one we've had, at least in terms of the pandemic, right?
Absolutely. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Stephen. Chris is back next with the latest on this First Alert Weather Day.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have pre-finished solid hardwood flooring in several colors and widths, in stock and available today. Now that will make you happy, like me. Surplus Sales in Corbin, Kentucky.
After a car crash, the big insurance companies you see advertising on TV, they may try to downplay your case and might say it's only a fender bender or it's just a herniated disc. I worry that some law firms fall for this BS. Not us. We put ourselves in your shoes and ask, what would it be like to be in your pain for the rest of our lives? $1 million wouldn't be enough for me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Your home has never been more important than right now. And refreshing your home's look has never been easier. It's the Burke Furniture President's Day sale with huge savings throughout our entire 65,000 square feet of showroom. And that's plenty of room for social distancing. We have furniture for every room of your home. And it's all here and ready to be delivered. Even mattresses. Plus, get 0% financing for 24 months. It's the Burke Furniture President's Day sale going on right now.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Get a custom shower enclosure that almost everyone will love. Visit glassdoctor.com today.
At Queener Law, we only handle car wreck cases. Don't get just any lawyer. Get a car wreck lawyer. And remember, at Queener Law, the advice and consultation are always free. Visit us at queenerlaw.com.
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and you may not know this about me, but years ago, I was diagnosed with a sleep disorder. And like millions of others, I was prescribed sleep equipment. Did you know sleep equipment manufacturers recommend daily cleaning? That's why I use SoClean 2. It's the perfect complement to my daily routine, and it's hassle-free. Try SoClean 2 risk-free for 30 nights and get $100 off. Call the number on your screen or go to SoClean2.com. Call now.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have kitchen and bath cabinets in stock and ready to take home today. And they're all wood. Now that would make anybody happy, like me. Surplus Sales Flooring in Corbin, Kentucky.
Stay ahead of Kentucky weather on Facebook Live every weekday.
We continue with our First Alert Weather Day. Ice across southeastern Kentucky is slowing down. Speaking of ice, and we've been showing a lot of the traffic cams from across Lexington over the past few days. Sam, take a look at this. This is Main and Short Street. You see the rainbow-colored sidewalk or the crosswalks into downtown, and with the icicles coming through there. How fantastic is that? And even in the distance here, look at this, my man. That is City Center. All lit up in the distance. So that is a traffic cam that has beautiful. Yeah, it's sparkly. It is. It looks like artwork. You're exactly right. That's what we're dealing with. 24 is the current temperature. Winds out of the north-northeast and cranking 16 miles an hour, making it feel like 11. Ice storm warning, southeastern Kentucky. Got a few more hours with that, or a few more minutes. The ice is slowing down, though. That is a good thing. It is into far southeastern Kentucky, where we didn't get as much to begin with. So we're going to get rid of that stuff. One more little flake maker, though. Look at that Covington, Cincinnati area of some light snow that is ongoing there up toward the southern suburbs of Columbus, Ohio. One more low to come at us out of this setup. That will come into the region on Saturday with a touch of some light precipitation. I could see a light rain in the east, light snow, light freezing rain, and light sleet into central Kentucky Saturday afternoon and evening. Light is the operative word there. But then here comes another winter storm by Sunday night and into Monday of next week. Short-term forecast, we got the clouds that are going to be stubborn tomorrow. Can we get it on a period of sun in the north? Yeah. Will we get enough to melt some ice? Probably not. I guess any sun would help. Into the day on Saturday, here comes that system across the east with a swipe of a little light frozen stuff. Then the Big Daddy. Didn't we just have a Big Daddy, though? Last night and this morning. I mean, that was third biggest ice storm in 25 years. Now we've got a winter storm Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday. Winter storm threat, Sam, that is likely to bring significant amounts of snow, sleet, and freezing rain to Kentucky Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and there could be another storm behind that with a winter storm by the end of next week. If I'm looking at this, Sam, I see a little better chance for snow than ice this go around.
And that's what we want.
That's what we want.
Thanks, Chris. Ahead tonight here on the CW Lexington, enjoy some Walker at 8, Legacies at 9, or on WKYT, Young Sheldon, always fun at 8, and Be Positive. Mom and the Unicorn at 9, Clarice at 10, and your news at 11.
Whoa. The Kentucky Lottery's Cash Pop Daily Draw Game. Choose your numbers, 1 to 15. One number wins it every 4 minutes. Play Cash Pop. Maybe your lucky number will win you some scratch.
Do you suffer from knee pain? Ever been diagnosed with osteoarthritis? Or worried about the risks involved with knee surgery?
It hurt all the time, like the nerves were rubbing against each other.
I was at the point of either replace my knees because I'm tired of this pain.
Get the relief you need without surgery. We're Arthritis Knee Pain Centers, the premier leaders in non-surgical knee pain treatments. Instead of surgically replacing your knees, our state-of-the-art procedures replenish the depleted natural cushioning in your joints with an FDA-approved shock-absorbing gel, without surgery and without downtime.
After the first injection, I knew it was going to work.
We've successfully treated thousands of patients. Medicare and most private insurance cover this procedure.
Full motion, no pain, walking, everything just back normal like it used to be.
Call 1-833-509-5596 for a free no-obligation knee pain assessment or go to arthritiskneepain.com. Call 1-833-509-5596 now.
Hey guys, it's Maria Montgomery for Kentucky Branded. Do you have a Valentine that just loves Kentucky? Show them lots of love with new and exclusive State Pride apparel and accessories, Simply Southern, gift baskets, and more. Shop in store or online at KentuckyBranded.com.
We can't wait any longer. The President's Day sale is going on now at PRAT. Save up to 50% off with up to 5 years interest-free. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic power adjustable sets, plus get a free bed in the bag. Get a king for the price of a queen or queen for full. Beauty Rest plush pillow top. Don't pay $29.99, $10.99. Serta buyout. Don't pay $9.99 for this memory foam queen set. Just $4.99 plus a free power base upgrade.
Nobody beats PRAT. I've been telling you for years, when you get hurt, and it's not your fault, you call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600. They know what it takes to get you the most money after you've been injured.
When our client was hit by a dump truck, we recovered $800,000 so he could get medical treatment.
We recovered $1 million for a family that was hit by a tractor trailer because their injuries will last forever.
So what are you waiting for? Just call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
Closed captioning on WKYT is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank.
My final thought is on the fun side, because after all, we've had a lot of troubling news lately. So how about this ice fun? The Watkins family in Lexington sent us this video of their icy backyard, and you can see that the net around the trampoline is a sheet of ice. So see what they're doing? I mean, come on, kids, you'd love to do this. Throwing a basketball and seeing how much you can make that ice shatter. And, of course, you've got to throw it more than one time. Be safe, but have fun. You know, the ice and snow out there can be dangerous, but this is an example of having some fun. Appreciate that video from that family. Let's see it one more time. Hit that thing with it. There you go. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. For Chris Bailey, Amber Philpott, Dave Baker, and producer Mitchell Grogan, the entire WKYT news and production team, they do a great job. Thank you. And tomorrow brings new opportunities and choices. Stay warm, folks, and stay safe.